Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Token Goth Chick. It's me, your host, so to speak, Alexa again. So I thought I'd kind of broach the subject of why I started my channel, what the name came from, and kind of what I'm about. Because I've been talking about some things I'm interested in, but not really why I got to where I am now. And to me, that's very important, kind of an origin story. So, Token Goth Chick was kind of a slightly inebriated idea that I came up with on my Instagram when I was sitting at a bar once. I was around a bunch of people who were very smartly dressed, and at the time I had just gotten off of work, and I've been in the restaurant and hospitality industry now for about 8 to 9 years. So I've always been a server or a bartender or a wine steward or somewhere in that realm. Now I'm in wine retail, but I worked a long shift, and at the place I worked at, if you worked 2 shifts, you got 2 shift drinks. So I was having my double gin, probably mostly gin, very little tonic, and kind of taking in the bar. And I had just gotten dressed because I was planning on going out. So for the longest time for me, at least for the past 8 years, Tuesdays was always the goth night at the club. And I had put on my tight black dress and kind of scrunched up and teased my hair, backcombed it, hairsprayed it, put on some lippy and more black eyeliner than I was currently wearing, and drinking my shift drink and hanging out. And I had a bar patron talking to me, and I was telling him about me studying for my introductory sommelier exam. But you're not familiar with the quartermaster sommeliers or anything kind of in that wine service realm. So kind of not super hard test at that level, but it gets progressively much harder, and I'm still trying to pass my certified. Uh, so I was studying wine, and that's still my passion. Uh, Beauty is kind of my hobby, but wine being my career and my passion. And they were really surprised that a girl like me in a place like this was into something like that. And I wasn't quite sure if it was the gin talking or the fact I was wearing a tight black lace dress at an upscale wine bar talking. But it kind of struck me like a lightning bolt that somebody would pass judgment on me having literally just met me, thinking that I'm just some token goth chick that happens to be hanging out at the wine bar. So that's what I stuck with, because it seemed that a lot of the more upscale restaurants and bars that I would work at and hang out at, I was the only really dark aesthetic girl who knew what she was talking about, had business sense, being in those environments. So that's kind of what stuck. I had friends who were in the goth and alternative punk rock metal scene. Then I had friends who were in the higher scale bar and restaurant and waiting table scene. And those two didn't really intermix too often unless they were hipsters. Then they kind of went back and forth. But I kind of chose the line between those two, and I was the token goth chick. So that's what I came up with that. And when I started my YouTube channel, I really thought it'd be interesting in order to kind of bridge the gap about dark aesthetic people who could hold down a career and still be true to themselves. And a lot of people who think that making money is selling out, and that's just not the case for me. I feel that you deserve to have a comfortable life, and in our society and now times, in order to have a comfortable life, you have to make money, and in order to make money, you have to be successful at whatever it is you're doing. You can have success in whatever it is you're doing, you just have to put yourself out there. And that's kind of one of the tragic flaws I've seen in a lot of my friends and the goth community was that they're either too socially anxious or too introverted or just too into themselves in order to put themselves out there and get the job they want, make the money they need, and do good for themselves. When you just kind of employed some of that selling out tactic, you could be that comfortable person. So it's kind of why I'm here, and I really hope that someone will kind of glom on to the ideas I kind of spout out there and through my videos and through what I post, that you can be a goth kid and still be a board member. You can be a punk kid and still run your own business. You can be whoever it is that you choose to be and still be wealthy and successful in your own life. And yeah, that in itself is Token Goth Chick. Thanks for tuning in, guys.